ممكن أعرف لغتك لو تكتب. I can just seriously, I can know exactly your level by reading in your writing. Just by reading writing, I know exactly your level. Any kind of writing, even if I ask you to introduce yourself. So why argumentative is it important? Because as I told you, it doesn't only, test your linguistic ability, but also it tests your mental ability. To what degree are you smart enough to convince me? You see, this is argumentative. Do you agree or disagree? Or discuss post opinion. For example, do you think that women can be good leaders? Agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? If you said yes, I do agree, convince me. If you said no, I do not agree, convince me. So if I told you discuss post opinions, so in that case, you have to tell me why do some people agree, why some people do not agree, and why, or why not. And make sure to choose your words carefully, because sometimes we don't use the correct words. I mean, like we choose some words but incorrectly or not carefully. Now I'm going to skip all the exercises because I think now it's better to focus on what you wrote, what you've already written. So this is one of the paragraphs I received. Now, in order not to confuse anyone, all of you, I'd like to write down in the chatting. Here we have the first one. I will highlight the first sentence, and if you have any comments, please write it down. And I'm going to say like your name, and I say that if your comment is right or not. Now let's start with this one. This is one of your essay. I just copied it and I just put it here. Like I cut and paste it. Yes. So now the first sentence, do you have any mistakes here? Yes, Mariam?
The topic talks about the similarities and differences between Riyadh and Alexandria, but this doesn't have any. It's not about even the topic.
Yeah, very good. So here, very good, Mariam. Like this one, if you speak about capitals, look, honey, Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia. Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, but Alexandria is not the capital of Saudi Arabia. So here we say that if we speak about capitals, this is confusing or a little bit misleading. Why? Because simply we do not speak about capitals. We speak about two cities. One of them is a capital, the other one is not. So here we can say, if we speak about, instead of saying capitals, we can say cities, or big cities. Yes, this is the first one. What else? If we speak about big cities, do you know that the first capital of Egypt is Alexandria, not Cairo? So if you read this one, this is not an accurate topic sentence. Why? Because if I know that, my point is not the point here. It is not about like the comparison between Riyadh and Alexandria. It is about Alexandria. If I read this one only without reading this one, the first thing that comes to my mind, that you would tell me anything like some specific information about Alexandria. There is nothing mentioned about Riyadh in the topic sentence, and which is like the topic sentence, compare and contrast Riyadh and Alexandria. And there is nothing here mentioned about Riyadh. So the topic sentence here is a little bit misleading and it is not clear. And here we have, do you know? Like, do you know here? I told you like you can use you can write down your comments. So do you know? Do you mean like no with K? Do you know that the first capital of Egypt is or was? Is or was? It should be was, right? Because speak about the past. Alexandria, not Cairo. And here you start with do. This is a question. So here you should add a question mark. You see this one? And the whole sentence, you see this one should be deleted or should be replaced by a different one. You can say you can replace it using a different topic sentence. Like there are a lot of similarities and differences between Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, Riyadh and Alexandria. You see this one? So the first one, the choice here of the topic sentence is not, accurate. Why? Because this one doesn't contain anything about Riyadh, and the topic is about Riyadh and Alexandria. Where is Riyadh here? It's not here. So the first thing that your reader will get or will understand, you will talk about or you will write about, or you've written about is Alexandria only, which is not true. And then you said, did you know that people in Alexandria is, where is the mistake here? Or where are the mistakes here? Anyone, even the one, there are no names. So even the one who wrote this one can also comment. So where is the mistake here?
Did you know that the people in Alexandria are 5.2 million?
Yeah, very good. Here we have subject verb disagreement. The subject and why here said do you know that? And did you know that? Why this one do and this one did? You can just write did you know or do you know? Both of them should be like the same, they can both like do you know that? People just do you know in both. Like you don't have to say do here and did here because there is no reason to change your tense. And people here, people plural, like it's more than one. So should say are. This is number one. And what else? And I know that this one is Yeah, why do you say of people again? This is repetition of the same word. We don't need it even. Like, do you know, and you can see even, do you know that people like that, instead of saying people, and you can say, do you know that there are, you can say there are like, 5.2 million people in Alexandria. And instead of writing full stop, you should add question mark. So you can say, do you know that? Did you know? Like you can say, do you know that there are about, you can say about, I know that I just Google it actually, and because I Googled it, I Googled it, I had to waste a lot of time on Facebook and so on, seeing like different things about different countries. So do you know that? And I know that your numbers are accurate. So do you know that there are 5.2 million people in Alexandria? Yes. And then the weather in Alexandria is so good that it can be 25. But the good thing in Alexandria is the sea. So the weather in Alexandria, just here, like the weather in Alexandria is so good. Like I like this one, but this one so is spoken more than written. Like I can say, I love you so much. This is speaking. In written, I love you very much. So is so and very, both of them have the same meaning, but so it tend to be more spoken than very. So you can say it's very good. Like that can be 25. You mean like 25 degrees. But the good thing in Alexandria is the sea. Like, the best, just the good, because you say here good, and in the middle you added but. And but like is used to refer to contrast. Native speakers will feel confused. You can say but the best. It's really good in order to make it like, but the best thing in Alexandria is the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Yes. Now, by the way, I will tell you exactly why this I liked it, and why like we can like improve it. So you can say about Riyadh, and here you have comma. It is the capital. It is the capital of Saudi Arabia. The capital of Saudi Arabia. The people in Riyadh is again. So the people in Riyadh is or are. Are very good. And again, and you don't have to say million people, or you can say there are. You can say there are. There are. There are million people in Riyadh. It will be, yes. So you can write here, for example, about Riyadh, or in here you can say on the other side, or on the other hand, and you can write here, for example, if you speak about big cities, like forget about this, you can say on hand, on one hand, and this one on one hand. And here, as I told you, we're going to write a new topic sentence here. So here, on one hand, and you're going to speak about Alexandria only, like here, all of it. So this part, all of it, is only about Alexandria. Starting from here, it's only about Riyadh. So now you have better organization. It would be about Riyadh. Now let's start. On the other hand, it is the capital of Saudi Arabia. I mean Riyadh, sorry, because we removed Riyadh. So you can say Riyadh. Riyadh is the capital city, or the capital of Saudi Arabia. There are 7.6, like, and this number is also correct. There, you can see here there, in order to repeat it. No, the weather in Riyadh is so hot. Again, you can say very hot. So is not wrong. I'm not saying that so is not, just, but so is spoken more than written. That can be 45 also, but there is no C, but there is no C. Yeah, like, it's this is cause and effect. There is no
Miss, can I say is extremely hot?
Yeah, sure. I can say very hot. Can say extremely hot for sure. Why not? Can say extremely hot. That can be. That don't say can be. You can say that can reach. That can reach. Yes, 45 degrees. Also, but like what I don't like here, that's because that the weather is very hot, and but there is no sea. This is negative, and this is negative, and again use but. You love but. You love but so much. Yes. So you can say here, like, because you can say here.
Teacher, can I make the number of sentences? The first sentence, it's all in one paragraph. But in the first sentence, can I do before the first word? Can I say one and then the floating blank?
Yes, and you mean that we can, you mean that you can change the number of sentences? You mean that?
No.
So what do you mean? You add and use a topic sentence, you mean? Like here we should add a topic sentence, including both Riyadh and Alexandria first, because you start with Alexandria, so both Alexandria first and then Riyadh. If you started with Riyadh first, if you started with Riyadh first.
I open my camera, I want to show you something.
Yes, okay. So just, if something related, we can just say it now. Yes.
Okay, teacher, can I say it? One, it's all.
No, honey. I got you now. No, honey. No, you're not supposed. In the essay, it's a very good point. Essays. What's your name? Mustafa? Yes, Mustafa. So Mustafa, paragraphs do not contain points. Shouldn't, like, a paragraph does not contain, like, any paragraph shouldn't contain points or numbers or anything like that. You didn't send it to me, Mustafa. Just you can take the photo and send it to me.
Okay, can I, teacher? Can I make a big,
No, you shouldn't, honey. This is not a paragraph. You see why? Because number one, you use number. Number two, like as I told you, a new sentence does not start on a new line. Like, the paragraph should be like this one: group related sentences used together about one topic. And there are no number. And like here, you shouldn't write, for example, like here, you mean like this one, and then right here you can write two, right? It is not a paragraph anymore. This is not a paragraph. It is not a paragraph. It's just a list of things. It turns into a list. It's not a paragraph anymore. Very good. It's a very good point. Very good. So here we have this one, like the one who reads this one, like really, really good, but he or she loves the word but a lot. You shouldn't love but a lot because you keep using but. Here we have a way out. Like here we can't have a way out. You can say in fact, moreover, you can say moreover, or you can say another difference. You can say moreover, you can say another difference. Difference between like Alexandria and Riyadh is that there is no sea. That is, we can say that is optional. We can say is that there is no sea that we can swim in. Just, there is no sea. Okay, like you don't have to say that we can swim in. Like we know that, like people go swimming in the sea. So for me, I like to go to Alexandria to swim and have a good weather. Now, weather, the word weather is an enjoy, and not have. And the word weather is uncountable noun. An uncountable noun, it means that you shouldn't add enjoy. Why? Enjoy, yes. J-A-Y. Yes, so the word weather is an uncountable noun. It means that you shouldn't add a or am before it. For example, I shouldn't say, I'd like to give you a very good advice. It's wrong. Or he gave me a very good advices. It's also wrong. The word weather, like the word homework, it is not preceded by a or am. So you can say, I enjoy the good weather. Because like you speak about the weather of Alexandria, so it's specific. So you can say, for me, I like, here we can add comma here. It's option, but you can add it. I like to go to Alexandria to swim in the sea. You can say to swim in the sea. Like this one, we don't need it, but just and enjoy the good weather. Very good. I like this one because number one, it has numbers. Like the one who wrote this essay, truly, truly very good. I like your essay, your paragraph for different reasons. Number one, can you tell me your ideas? What's good about this paragraph? What's good? Why is it good? Like for sure, we have here to add a topic sentence. Okay, we can add. What is topic sentence we should add here? You can here say Alexandria. Yes. Like for example, you can say Alexandria and Riyadh are two of the best cities, C-I-T-I-E-S, best cities. But I forget, I hate it, but right now you can say however, or you can say yet they have some similarities and differences. D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C, differences, similarities. No, this one is wrong. It's I-M-I-L-R-I-T-S, similarities and differences. This is the topic sentence. If anyone is going to read it, he will know that you're going to compare and contrast like Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, Alexandria and Riyadh. Why should you start with Alexandria here? Because you started with it, honey. If you started with Riyadh, you could write Riyadh. You should have written Riyadh at the beginning and then Alexandria. So you have to organize your essay. So the good things I like about this essay, number one, you like used Google. I mean, like you were able to use numbers. You used the statistics. You told us numbers, and your numbers were accurate. You didn't make them up. You used all of the, both of them are correct, and you highlighted specific points. Like for example, like here, Alexandria has a sea, and the weather of Alexandria is very good. The number of people there, is 5.2 million people. I was shocked, to tell you the truth. I was shocked to know that Alexandria is almost double the size of Alexandria, is almost double the size of Riyadh, and the number of people living in Alexandria is less than the number of people living in Riyadh. I thought it was different. I mean, like I thought that the people living in Riyadh is less than the people living in Alexandria, not more. But like the numbers were accurate. What I didn't like, number one, I just like you to make sure that you use your words carefully. Number two, I just like you to use next time when you start your essays, you can write the topic sentence at the end. I mean, like leave a space, skip 2 lines at the beginning of your essay or your paragraph and start writing. And after you write everything, just write the twig sentence at the beginning. If you don't know how to start your paragraph, in that case, just leave your topic sentence till the end until you finish everything you'd like to write. Now we're going to move on to a different paragraph. That's very good. I like that, seriously.
Teacher,
Yeah.
could you please tell us what are the wrong things here again in that paragraph?
Yes, honey, but it will. We have so many other paragraphs here. Like the number one, like the topic sentence was not accurate. Number two, the choose of some words like need to be different, and the tenses, and that the use of but all the time, even if you are not going to connect, like but refer to contrast, like something positive with something negative. But here, for example, look was something very good, and then like this, but they can say because this good, and it was written here also good. I can never say he's very good, but she's very good too. I can never say, oh, my brother is very good, but my sister is very good too. It doesn't make sense. You see, you can say my brother is very good.
Teacher, I know what we should do in this situation. If we say my brother, for example, my brother is good. I must say after but I must say better.
Yes, I can say better. I can say best. I can say bad. I can also say bad. Like my brother is very good, but my sister is really bad. For example, you see this one? Yes. So what else? Just make sure to not use articles like a or an before uncountable nouns. You see, and just you need to connect your ideas more. Try to connect your ideas more. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue this one. Here we have the other one. Yes, here. Which one? Okay. Like here. My goodness, like I
Teacher,
can just, yes,
I have sent something in the chat box. Could you please see it?
yes, yeah, chatting. You mean that you sent it? Okay, sure, I will. Like I have sent my paragraph on the WhatsApp, so could you please share it? And yeah, okay, sure, sure. Like when did you send it?
Privately.
Yeah, okay. So I received one immediately before it. Like
Yes,
I
it was
added
me.
here, like this one. Just a second. Like, is it here?
No,
Just a second. It's at the end. It is not here even.
no.
No, okay. So I'm trying to just if you don't have time, I will comment on it. I will send you like every detail. Okay, so
Okay,
never mind.
thank
Yes,
you.
never mind. So here we have this one. I will try to make it big again. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, so now let's start with this one. Start with this one and then this one. Yes, today I need someone to tell me. Okay, you can just write it down. What are the mistakes here? Number one. Muhammad, you would like to add anything, Muhammad? Today we will talk about two big cities, Alex and Riyadh. What are the mistakes here? There are 3 mistakes.
I know one.
Yeah, tell me one.
That after today, that should be comma.
Yeah, after today. Yeah, very good, honey. This is optional. Girls, like, no, it's optional. I mean, like, you can add it, but it's better to add. Today we will talk about, is it talking? Like, do we talk or do we write?
Right.
I think, yeah, that is a paragraph.
Yeah, so you shouldn't say today we will talk about, and you write, no, you don't have to say today. It is not a presentation. It is not a presentation. So just cut to the chase, avoid any unnecessary details, write down, like, you can write, there are some similarities and differences between Alexandria and Riyadh. That's it. Or I love both, like Riyadh and Alexandria. Or no doubt, like it is an unquestionable principle that both Riyadh and Alexandria are one of the best, like 2 of the best cities ever. However, they do share some characteristics, but they're not the same. Like they're different. My point is, like, you shouldn't write we will talk about 2 big cities, Alex and Alexandria. Like, forget about today we will talk about. It is weak. Avoid it. It is weak. So you can say Alexandria and Riyadh, or Riyadh and Alexandria are like 2 big cities. Like both of them are adorable, yet they have some differences. And here, if you're going to write this way, you should add colon here, like 2 points. 2 points, colon. Colon, like 2 points, like above each other. Like two, like a colon, and then Alex and Riyadh. And then there is some similarities between them. Where is the mistake here?
Teacher, why adorable?
So what does adorable mean?
adorable يعني لطيف.
No, adorable means like very pretty, like extremely pretty and like admirable. You see, So if you can see adorable, it means like people can love it, can love them, both of them. Like some people adore Alexandria and some people adore Riyadh. You see? So you can see adorable. Like I don't have to use this one to describe even some places that you truly love and you truly admire. Doesn't have to use it to describe only people or people only. So now here, there is some similarities between them. Where is the mistake here? Quickly. There is some similarities. Where is the mistake?
There are.
Excellent. There are some similarities. Put in your mind any sentence that starts with there or here or nowhere or an essential prepositional phrase. The subject comes after the verb. For example, if I said there is a book, the subject here is the word book, not there. So there is a book. There are two books on my desk. There are two books on my desk. I shouldn't say there is two books on my desk. So here it should be there are some similarities between them. And then Alex has many factories and Riyadh also, you know, also, and Riyadh also, and both of them, like here we have and also and in one line. Like, you know, this is too much, honey. This is too many. Like, you know, and also, and both of them have the same meaning, and just, you know, Riyadh is in between. So you can say there are some similarities between them. For example, you can say, for instance, you can say to illustrate, you can say first of all, you can say to begin with, you can say to start. Alex has many. Yeah, in British English, the word many, like the word any, should be used only in negative sentences and question. So has, and if you like to write it in positive, and personally speaking, when I was at college, I saw it in so many books, many is used in positive sentence. But in order to be specific, you should write Alex has so many, or too many, but so many, or like you can say so many factories, and Riyadh too. You can say here, as both of them have this, you can say both of them have a lot of factories only. Both of them have a lot of factories. You don't have to say Alex has many factories and Riyadh also, and both of them have a lot of people. So you can say both of them are crowded, and both of them, or you can say both of them are industrial and crowded. This is both of them are industrial and crowded. For example, I know like it could be better, but the point is, instead of writing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like here we have 15 words. You can write both of them are industrial and crowded, or they have a lot of people, or both of them have a lot of people as well as, factories, a lot of people and factories. So I mean, like, try to use fewer words in English, because English is a weak language. I mean, in general, it's weak. If you like to express yourself, you in using a lot of words, it will be weaker. You see my point? So there is, again, what about this one? There is some difference between them. So where are the mistakes here? There is some difference. Where is, you can write it down. Where is the mistakes? Between two, yeah, honey, it is comma. It's in that case, it could be colon instead of, like, you know, comma, Jenna. You know, yes. So where's the mistake here? Anyone? What is the mistake here? There is some differences. It should be
Differences is not written in the right way.
excellent. Difference here. This one is an adjective. You add s to the adjective, so it's misspelled. So you can say differences. Differences. differences, not ts, because different is an adjective. Okay, honey, they can say differences. Very good. And what about is? It should be are or not? It should be are.
again.
And also, yes, and here this one about similar.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah. This one about similarities, and here we start about differences. At least you can add on the other side. On the other hand, you can say however, you can say yet, you can say but. There are some differences. You see, just add anything to indicate that this one and this one are not the same.
Yeah.
You're going to have a turning point. You shouldn't start a turning point without like referring to it using any linking word like yet, like but. Like this one is totally the opposite. The first one, the one who wrote it, like loved the word but a lot. This one hated the word but. So here we have, there are some differences as well, like, you know, some between them. Alex is coastal city, is a, like here you have to a, is a coastal city, or you can say is coastal. Alex is coastal, yet while Riyadh is not. You know, Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, while Alexandria is not. Like this one is really good. The one who wrote this one is really good, by the way. Is really good at English, but like somehow he doesn't, or she does not like writing a lot. So you can say while Alexandria is coastal, Riyadh is. I think Riyadh is in the center of Saudi Arabia. The center. It's in. I think even in the desert area. And Riyadh is the capital. Riyadh is the capital. So the one who reads this one should pay attention to number one, the article, a and an and the, and also like should make sure like every time you're going to use there for a short time. I mean, let's say for some time you're going always you love there is, you forget about there are. You should love there are when you use it with like more than one. Okay. What else you should love but a little bit more, but like your level is very good. Like here's this one, if you say it's spoken, it would be amazing, but written it's somehow weak. So Alexandria is a coastal city while Riyadh is not. Riyadh, moreover, you can see Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, while Alexandria is not the capital of Egypt. The capital of Egypt is Cairo. Very good. And here we don't have any concluding sentence, but in general it's okay. Now let's move on to this one. Yeah, I'm Egyptian, but I live in Saudi Arabia. Is it a topic sentence? I'm going to compare between two famous cities, which are Alex and Riyadh. So what about the first sentence? Should be deleted or not?
Deleted.
Deleted. Very good. Why? Number one, it is not related to the topic. Like, and you don't have to say, I'm going to, yeah, this one is okay. It's like somehow weak, but it's okay. So first of all, Egyptian quickly should be what?
Capital.
Excellent. It should be capitalized. And here we have a subject, a verb, and complement, and then a subject and a verb and complement, and it's connected by what? We should insert here what? We should insert a comma. I'm Egyptian, comma, but I live in Saudi Arabia, and all this sentence, all of that should be like deleted. I know that here we have so. I'm going to compare between these two famous cities. Yeah, this one is really smart. The word so here is extremely smart. I didn't see it at the beginning. Very good. So it is not bad. It is not that bad. You can start with it. But the point is, it is not the main focus of our topic. The main focus is the comparison between Riyadh and Saudi Arabia. But again, because you added the word so here, and so, usually speaking, we add the comma before so, not after it. So it would be easy for me. You can say so. It would be easy for me to compare between two famous cities, which are, no, you don't have to write which are. It is not wrong. It is not wrong, but it's better to remove them. Now it's we have a new term now in English, which are, which is, who is, that is, that are. Like mostly speaking, are deleted because you have no meaning. So you can delete this one. It is not wrong again, but in order to strengthen your style, you can remove them and just add colon. 2 points. Alex and Riyadh. So here you have to start with Alex. If you start with Alex, you can start with Alex. Riyadh, if you start with Riyadh, you should write 2 colon Riyadh and Alexandria. Riyadh is the a capital or the capital? How many capitals in Saudi Arabia? How many capitals are there in Saudi Arabia?
Only one. Every country has only one capital.
Okay, very good, honey. Has yeah. So in that case, it's specific or not? As long as it is specific, you have to add that. And remind, one day, inshallah, we're going to speak in detail about the difference between a and the. In detail with a lot of exercises, inshallah. So you can see Riyadh is the capital city of Saudi Arabia, not the. Riyadh is the capital city of Saudi Arabia. Why? Because this is one of its kind, one Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, not too many, and one capital. So the Riyadh is the capital city, but Alexandria is a big city only. So, but here we have to add comma before but, because here we have two complete sentences joined by but. So here add comma before but, here add comma before but, and here delete a and add the. And this one, in order to be better, just delete which are and write two colon, a colon. And this one I'm going to see. It's easy for me to compare. In order to compare, delete this. I mean, like connect this one and this one. Okay, our time is running out quickly. So this one, Alex is located on the Mediterranean Sea. Very good. While Riyadh, and this comma here is optional, and you can delete it, by the way. While Riyadh is on, a Najd plateau. Okay, very good, very good. Riyadh is located in the Mediterranean Sea. Very good. Mediterranean capital, sea capital, excellent. And Najd capital, very good. The weather in Riyadh is sunny and hot. Sunny and hot. Yeah. While again, this comma is capital is optional. You can delete it. While in Alex, the weather is nice and rainy in winter. So you can hear. Usually speaking, I'd like to do something you can say in English. Like this is a small piece of advice. Number one, if you speak about adverb of time, for example, like yesterday, like tomorrow, like last week, like recently, and so on. Forget about recently because it could be different. But for example, you can say yesterday I went out, or I went out yesterday. I went shopping. I will go shopping tomorrow, or tomorrow I'll go shopping. My point is, when you have adverb of time, you can put it at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Don't put it in the middle. Usually speaking, it's more recommended to put it at the beginning or at the end. So you can say, for example, in Riyadh, the weather is, you understand my point? So here it's better to say the weather in Riyadh is. It is not, again, and it is not something big, but I mean, like, it's better. You can say the weather is sunny and hot in Riyadh, while it is, like, nice and ready in Alexandria. So in that case, you can just add it in Riyadh at the beginning of this sentence, or at the end, again in Alexandria. I mean, somehow concerning the style, it would be better. So you can say in Riyadh, the weather is sunny and hot. Sunny is not bad, I mean, like, sunny and hot, both of them. Like, you can say hot and dry. You can say dry and hot. While Alexandria, you can say it's humid or wet and nice, and it's rainy in winter. So I like it. This sentence is not wrong, but the point, as I told you, sometimes some words could be replaced in a better way. Okay, but it's wrong. It's not wrong. So you can say here hot instead of sunny and hot. You can also say dry, because Riyadh is very dry. Unlike Alexandria, it's very wet. So here we have this one. And so, as I told you, it's better for the adverbs of time to be located either at the beginning or at the end. Alex, the weather is rainy and cold in winter. This one, yes, this is the, yeah. Alex, the weather is rainy. You can say in Alex, the weather is rainy and cold in winter. Okay, but just add here in. There are many monuments in Alex, like, yeah, it's not wrong in writing, but it's better to say such as. So and very. So is better for spoken, and very is better for writing. Like is better for spoken.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, sure, ask.
Monuments اللي هي الآثار.
Yes, you know you have. Yeah.
The teacher, is it monuments or monuments?
No, monuments, like monuments. Okay, so here we can say, yeah, but just you can say attractions. It's better to say here attraction or touristic attractions, because, like, it is not real artifacts, but it's for sure it's not wrong. But here, like, you can see such as Al-Mursab al-Abbas Mosque. It should be capitalized. The word mosque should be capitalized. But in Riyadh, you will enjoy the looking for the nature. You can say why will? We speak about facts. So you can say you can enjoy. You can enjoy in Riyadh. You can enjoy nature. You don't have to say the looking for the nature. You can say it's like too many words unnecessary. So you can say here, but in Riyadh, you can enjoy looking at nature. You can say you can enjoy nature. Like, in what way? It's extremely hot, and I think nature in Riyadh. What kind of natural places are there in Riyadh? I think there are no natural, like, I mean, like, there are no natural attractions in Riyadh. Like, what's good in Riyadh? I mean, like, people like in Riyadh enjoy going shopping. They enjoy going to different malls, going to the parks. In winter, they enjoy going to the desert. You speak about desert to me?
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
is it? Can we can also say beautiful looking nature or great looking nature?
Yeah, I mean, no, my point is enjoy the looking for the nature. You can say enjoy nature. You can, in Riyadh, you can enjoy nature. I mean, like, desert nature, you mean? I mean, like,
No, the jungles. I mean, for
jungles
example,
are there jungles in Riyadh?
I don't think so. But like forests or so, or a lot of trees with each other make like a forest for some reason.
But it is not natural. I mean, like, I don't think, like, Riyadh is mostly speaking famous for its malls, shopping centers, for entertainment places, but not for nature, because it's desert. I mean, like, you see, Jeddah, it has the sea, like, the Mediterranean, the Red Sea. So you can enjoy nature there, you can enjoy swimming there. But here's my point is there are no natural attractions in Riyadh except man-made attractions, including, as I told you, amusement parks and others. And I think and should be comma here, insert a comma before and I think if you visited the both cities, you will enjoy the both because they are nice. They're nice. So what are the mistakes here? Starting from the word and. You can write it down quickly because our time is running out. So just quickly. What is the mistake here? What are the mistakes here? And you have
I can say one. We must remove the. If you visited both the cities.
Very good, Mustafa. Very good, Mustafa. Mute yourself. Very good. Now you answered one. Like the here is not necessary to just remove it. If you visited both cities, and here enjoy both of them. Enjoy both. Very good. Mariam, what else?
We should put before and the comma.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, Mustafa. Who else? Who else? Let me see who's raising his hand. Ahmed. Ahmed and Jana. Yes. Ahmed and Jana, what else? What are other mistakes? Here, Mariam said we should insert comma before and Mustafa said we should like delete the, and both of them are correct. What else? I think if you visited both cities, you will enjoy both because they're nice. What are the mistakes here?
Miss, can I?
Yeah, sure.
If you visit, not visited.
Excellent. If you visit, because if you said visited in the past and then you say, well, how come? If you remember, if you
Yes,
started in the
so
past, you should.
visit only.
Yeah, you can say, I think if you visit both, you don't have to say both cities, because initially speaking, we speak about both cities. You can say if you visit both, and here you should add what? A comma. If you visit both, you will enjoy both. You will enjoy them. You can say both of them because they're nice. As both, you can say as or because they're nice. Both of them are nice, but it will be both a lot. So and comma, and I think if you visit both, you will enjoy them because they're nice. Okay, so now let's move in quickly because we have about only 2 minutes. Today I will talk about again, stop saying this one because it is not a presentation. You're not presenting it, you're writing it. So today I will talk about two famous cities and their Riyadh and Alexandria. Forget about today, remove all of it. We can say here, like, Riyadh and Alexandria are two famous cities which share some differences as well as similarities. Okay, so here, I mean, like, try to stop this one. I know that at schools, like, teachers tell you to start with them, but believe me, in the long run, it is not professional. You shouldn't, and it is not presentation. So Alexandria is on the Mediterranean Sea, but Riyadh, again, comma before but, because here we have two complete sentences joined by but. So comma before but. Riyadh is located on Najd Plateau. Excellent. Riyadh is again not a capital city. It should be the capital city, but again, comma before but, that Alexandria is just a big city. Alexandria has, not have, I don't know why, but 99.99999% of students love have, and they hate, like you hate has. I don't know why. Alexandria, even like,
Teacher, I don't know. What did you say again about the 0.9999999?
you like have. Yes. Yeah, you Mustafa, please raise like you made yourself funny. You like have instead of has. So every time you're supposed to write has, you write have. Like everyone have, like everybody have, which is wrong. You have to say everybody has, no one has, someone has, Alexandria has,
Oh, okay.
because it's one. Yeah, there are about 5.2 million people living in Alexandria, but still it's one city. After all, it's one city. No, regardless of its size, regardless of the number of people living there, it's still one city. So you can say has many sites, but forget about what you can say yet. You can say however, you can say although, you can say on the other side, you can say conversely, you can say in contrast, you can say in contradiction. I mean, like, forget about but. Again, we need a class in which we speak about the difference, or not the difference, like alternatives of conjunction. If you don't use but, what should we use? If you don't like to use and, what should we use? Riyadh don't? No, Riyadh doesn't. Riyadh doesn't. Again, Riyadh like one city. You shouldn't say Riyadh. It doesn't. No, you shouldn't say Riyadh don't. You don't have famous sites. Weather, they can say the weather in Riyadh is. The weather in Riyadh is, what is it? The weather in Riyadh is sunny and hot, but there are many monuments in Alexandria. Again, but you should add comma here. And you can also, again, sunny and hot, both of them are the same. You can say also dry to refer to it's dry or humid. There are many monuments in Alexandria, such as, oh yeah, this is one of the common mistakes. Never, ever, ever, ever. This is even one of the common mistakes inside. Don't use colon with such as at all. This is one of the common mistakes. You see this one, we call it colon. When you use